Today, we're going to be talking about things people don't tell you when you graduate and eventually start working. Number one is it takes a long time to find a job, much less a job that you actually love, enjoy, and pays you well. I think we've kind of been sucked into this dream, I guess, of okay, you study hard, you go into a good university, and then you get a good job. But seeing how the economy works right now, I feel like that's not the only way to go. We've proven time again that one income stream generally isn't enough for the average human being. And I think most especially for the Gen Zs, it's really nerve wracking because it's your first time in the labor market looking for a job, and suddenly you feel like, is there something wrong with me? Do I not have enough experience? Or my grades not good enough? But sometimes it's just how the economy is structured right now and just circumstances, but doesn't necessarily mean something is wrong with you. There's just like a blip in the system, something went wrong, and even like proper adults are having a hard time navigating because there's just a lot of chaos going on right now. Number two, which I just learned, I think last month, being a corporate girly gets in the way of spending time with friends and family. Although corporate life is like the normal way to go, there will be times where your personal life doesn't trump your work life. So, for example, if you have like a deadline or you have a project or a trip out of town for your job, and it just so happens that like it's the wedding of your cousin or your best friend's birthday, something like that, I think the hard truth is there are going to be times where you have to pick work over your personal life even if you don't want to, simply because, well, that's how it is. You can't stop work for other stuff going on in your life. What nothing. I just find that really sad as someone who's about to enter the labor market. I also remember there was this one time I was going to have a hangout with my friends on like a Wednesday weekend, but since I do like an 8 to 5 or 7 to 4 workflow Mondays to Fridays, it's really hard for me to, after the office, I go hang out with my friends, go out for drinking up until morning, and then I have to be in the office around 7 to 8 a.m. I just don't have the physical stamina yet for that. I know some people do. It's just a big change for me, so I haven't really adapted yet. And I'm just sad in a way because it's not always that you are complete or your friends ask you out now that we're more adults and we have our own lives. Number three, you value your time more now because you have less control over it. So obviously, since you're in the office from 8 to 5 every day, Monday to Friday, you're technically working. So you don't have control over what you're doing in a way that you can't quote unquote do what you want. Like if you suddenly want to watch a movie on a Monday afternoon, you can't do that because you're in the office, you're working. And I super look up to people and are in awe of people who can do this day in, day out and go home to their families, cook dinner and do other stuff on their personal time. Because honestly, after the office, when I get home, I just want to sleep. I don't know about you, but for me, the sad realization is your life is only lived on the weekends or after 6 p.m. Assuming you get home by 6 p.m., because some people, their commute going to and from the office is around 2 hours, and that is a lot of free time that could be spent doing what you want or with your family that is wasted to traffic. Mean, if there's something that you want to do, you do it on the weekend. So if you want to spend time with your friends, if you want to bake, you want to start a business, you want to film a video, you want to watch a movie, all of those stuff usually happens on the weekends. I love my weekends so much more now. I look forward to them a lot more than before. Number four, let's go for something more positive. The best thing about corporate life is is when you clock out, your brain is on rest mode. Meaning, when you get out of the office, you don't have to think about the office. And that is the biggest pro. So when you leave the office, that's it. Like, I am my own person now. I'm on my personal time. I can do whatever I want. And I appreciate that there are clear boundaries between work and rest compared to studying in university or in high school. Number five, You will be forced to manage your finances better because you have to. When you graduate college, you don't really have this. Well, I don't know about you, but not everyone is guaranteed to have a steady allowance while looking for a job. There are some people who are blessed to have that, but there are some now when you graduate, parang bahala ka na. Like it's up to you how you'll finance your life in a way. So you put more value to your money and don't waldas in a way. Um yeah, for me, I only properly learned enveloping my money now. So when I get my allowance, I directly put it to savings, investments, or a specific type of expense, something I'm saving up for. And it's just helped me to manage my finances as soon as I get it. Hindi yung, okay, I get it, spend, spend, spend. And then at the end of the week, you're not sure if there's still extra money for your savings or for other things that are more important to you. Number six, I think, well, this is my own personal opinion, but I think being in college shouldn't be romanticized as better or more fun compared to being employed or working in corporate life. I think it's more of you just had different struggles back then, and I don't think you should be invalidating the thoughts and feelings you had in college because let's be real, I don't know about you, maybe there are some people who like really had fun in college, their course was more chill, like you could really do what you want, you had to party every weekend, something like that. I wasn't like that in college. I actually had a really hard time with my course. So it wasn't, I guess as a child they tell you like college or the best years of your life or high school are the best years of your life. But when I was there, parang okay lang. Like it's not really all that, and like it's not as like the most fun or best years of my life in my opinion. And that's okay. We as we grow older, we have different struggles, and it doesn't mean that our struggles before are harder because we also were at a lower level, if you get what I mean. So now since we've leveled up, our struggles have also leveled up. Number seven, in connection to what I said a while ago, studying hard and getting a job. Sorry, studying hard and getting a good job is not the formula to a financially stable and fulfilling life. It's not a one size fits all thing. There are some people that this works for them, but there are other people that it didn't work for them. Like they went to freelance, they started doing other stuff, and that's completely fine. All I'm saying is it's not the perfect formula. Sometimes nasa discarded din and how you handle your finances, how well you manage your cash, rather than how much you actually make. I think the secret to a fulfilling life is to connecting to the people around you and just showing up more than getting a high paying job, if you get what I mean. Okay, number eight, one income stream is not enough to cover basic expenses, hobbies, social gatherings, and travel. At the end of the day, to survive in this economy, I think I've realized that either you have to be super, super good at managing your finances and really always having bang for your buck in every purchase you do, or you add your income streams in order to finance other parts of your life. So maybe in your first job, you're only making enough just to survive, but you don't have this extra cash of, okay, I want to go on a trip to like Batangas with my friends, or I want to buy like this new car, or you want to buy a new phone, a new laptop. Sometimes one income stream isn't enough for all those like purchases that you want to do, and that's fine. So I highly suggest looking for other income streams to finance your life, basically. Number nine, your hobbies temporarily take a backseat when you graduate, when you get a job, when you have other bigger priorities in a way in your life. And looking back at it, I think it's important to do things or have hobbies in your life where you're not pressured to do well. You're not pressured to be perfect at it because it's gonna make you money or because it's how people like view you in a way. Like it I don't er, I think you should still have hobbies that just let you be yourself. For example, I have friends who adore dancing. They just recently started dancing, or they recently started bouldering or climbing, and these are hobbies that generally just make them happy. They don't do it because it gives them money. They don't do it because they're trying to prove something. It's just to bring out happiness in their life. And I think that's a good outlet to have in this very chaotic world. So on my end, although I can still, so the hobby I'm talking about here in my point of view is reading books, because um during the month of June I didn't have like my internship yet. I was like, life was a vacation and I could read every day for as long as I wanted until the next morning. Although I can still read books and learn how to paint when I get home, I feel really physically and mentally drained when I get home from the office. So I just want to lay in bed when I get home. Since your time also is limited now, you get to choose which hobbies you want to prioritize and which bring you the most happiness in a way. That's all. If you want more videos, I have my linked my first ever video here. It's about the 10 lessons I learned in 2025. Subscribe and click the bell for more videos. Thank you. Bye.